もしもーし、こんばんは。おはよう。はい。今大丈夫かな？うん。見える？ Can you see me? よいしょ。そう。はい。なんか、最近すぎるね、ちょっとね。この前は、日曜日か。うん。日曜日配信したから、So I just streamed on Sunday, right? そうだね。結構、近かったね。It was pretty recent. はい。だから、あの時は、12ページだ。ね、12ページ、このね、ノートがあって、So, in my last stream, Asa Tony stream, I had 12 pages of vocab prepared, and then right after that, I have this stream, and this time, I think I've got like 5 pages, which is kind of average for my MyGo streams, but still a lot to kind of go through though. Yeah. There we go. Ooh, yeah. So let me see, where is it? Go back. Oh, here we go. This is the beginning. Okay. There are 5 pages of vocab again. Oh, there's one thing I want to show you guys. One sec. You want to see? I am okay. Maybe just easier to show you. Where did it go? Here we go. So yeah, my directory. I'm basically color coding now, with N1, N2, N3. It's mostly N4, N3. So I'm still going through. Maybe I'm halfway through, a little bit more. So now you can see those points and arrows are color coded, so that that will be N5, for these, and N4. Those are kind of rough, kind of indicators. It's very hard to define which belongs to which because there's no official lists or anything apart from you just go through past exams, but sometimes I'm using my instinct as well. So let me see. So if you go, especially part 3 has a lot of grammar points in different levels. So I thought, okay, maybe I should indicate which ones are which, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if you see red, which is N2, so it will be a little bit difficult and challenging. But plenty of yellow, which is N3, and a lot of course, N4, which is pretty handy. We go. I'm still going through. I can get it done maybe by the weekend. I don't know yet, but it takes forever, I have to say, because some things are not even listed, or they never appeared in JLPT. So I have to kind of like gauge, okay, what difficulty is it, and then decide which color to choose. Takes a while, especially I kind of refer to Soumatome. Do you know Soumatome books? They're very accurate, so like I kind of go back and forth my N5, N4, N3 Soumatome books a lot to determine these levels. Nice and colorful, huh? Yeah, still going through. Some are not categorized yet, but it's fun. But it takes so much time. Okay. Anyway, ちょっと待って、どこ行った？よいしょっと。We go. はい。Yeah, who's in the chat? Let's see. Oh, Chocobo, you're here. はい、こんばんは。You can see me? Good. I hope you can hear me too. 聞こえるよね？大丈夫？はい。今日ね、水曜日だね。So today is 水曜日 Wednesday. And normally, I stream on Saturdays. 土曜日にね、だいたい配信するんだけど、ちょっとね、最近なんか忙しくて、ずっとできない時があったから、so I wasn't like able to stream for a bit. So like I kind of have to do a bit extra now for a reason. Well, maybe I can tell, but I need to hit certain like incentives given by my YouTube partner manager, community manager. She sets like targets and I don't have to meet these expectations at all, but I get free stuff. Anyway, yeah, they gave me some nice things, like light USB, like light with like a YouTube logo or like a design. It's so nice, and I'm getting a t-shirt and a hat, so on and so forth. Anyway, so. But yeah, genuinely I just kind of like enjoy it. I wanted to kind of go through, as much as possible. Yeah, so I'm not that tired right now. Let's see. Let's go. Okay. We go. One sec. 始めるよ、もうね。はい。じゃあ今日はここからね。はい、行きます。29話。はい。第29話。20 already 29th. Wow. 29th episode. 最悪最悪 You can kind of guess what's going to happen and who will say this word right here. 最悪 the worst or terrible. And then let's go. Let me just change something here. 待ってね。Here we go. To change some settings. はい。で、はい、あらすじ。ね。あらすじ。It tells you what's going to happen in this episode, okay? So, ソヨもラーナも練習に姿を見せなくなった。落ち込むトモリを見かねたタキは、タキちゃん。So let's see. ね、ソヨもラーナも 練習に姿を見せなくなった。ね、ソヨもラーナも、ソヨもラーナも、ね、A も B も、ね、both A and B. So both of them. So ソヨもラーナも、both of them. ソヨちゃん and ラーナちゃん。So both ソヨ and ラーナちゃん。練習に姿を見せなくなった。ね、練習に、ね、of course talking about band practice, right? Rehearsals. 練習に姿を見せなくなった。ね、そう、姿。ね、姿、like figure, appearance. そう、姿を見せない。It's, you know, it's the opposite of 姿を見せる、right? If you say 姿を見せる, it shows up. It appears, but 見せない。Okay? So they don't show up. 見せない。そう、見せない、ない negative。そう、見せない、見せなく adverb form and because of なった here, isn't it? そう、なる to be, to become なった。So they became this, meaning they, you know, they don't you know, show up anymore. Okay? 見せなくなった。見せない。見せない。So it became this, you know, conditional situation. So they used to come. Well, Raana-chan came and, you know, Raana-chan was very unpredictable. But 姿を見せない。Right now, ソヨちゃんもラーナちゃんもね、ソヨもラーナも姿を見せない。そう、見せなくなった。It became that, you know, a situation. Okay? So they no longer show up. They don't come anymore. Of course, that will make, you know, Tomori sad, right? ね、Tomoriが悲しむ。はい。落ち込むTomoriを見かねたTakiはね、見かねる難しいね。ね、ちょっと。はい。Since this part, you know, this あらすじ, you know, when they talk about, you know, what's going to happen, they kind of use very, you know, stiff sounding, you know, words. So, let me see. 落ち込むTomoriを見かねたTakiは、そう、落ち込む、ね、落ち込む to feel down, to feel, you know, depressed. 落ち込む look at Tomori. ね、Tomoriちゃんはね、Tomoriは落ち込んでいる。She's feeling down. 落ち込むTomoriをね、Tomori who feels, you know, depressed を、見かねたTakiは、ね、見かねる、ね、from, of course, 見る、isn't it? 見る。ね、見る。かねる。見かねる。ね、そう、must stem plus かねる。Yeah. So it is very formal. Normally used in like business, in business, you know, situations, you know, わかりかねますが, so on and so forth. You don't have to talk that way, but well, since it's right in front of me, so I'm telling what this is. Okay, so must stem plus かねる. Okay, it's too hard to do something. You know, it's too hard that you can't really do something, but you're being like very polite or formal. Okay, so 見かねる、見かねる、ね、it's too hard to, you know, see Tomori like this, right? You know, Taki-chan feels really bad, you know, if Tomori looks like this and Tomori, you know, feels sad, right? So, so 見かねる。must stem かねる it's hard to see, it's too hard to see, she can't bear it, you know, it's not very easy to keep, you know, seeing Tomori like this, right? So, so 見かねる見かねた so just a past tense of that ね、Takiちゃんね、Takiは of course she's gonna do something about that. So, 読むいきます。はい、it's gonna ask me if I need to download voices. It does it all the time. はい、ボイスあり。Oh yeah, just checking the chat one more time just before I get busy. Aiki, you're here. Always here. You guys must be fluent by now. Good to see you. Good to see, yeah, the familiar faces, names. Ah, so good. Alright, じゃあ行きますよ。リングのカフェテリア。Let me just adjust my little bit so I can navigate easier. And yeah, リングカフェテリア。cafeteria. So nice. They have you know, like a nice cafeteria, you know, cafe, you know, area, you know, right next to the rehearsal, you know, rehearsal studio or studios, and a venue too. Oh, someone's feeling sad. So, Anon-chan, ha, ha,
ため息やめてくれる。新規臭いんだけど。
So, Taki-chan, always like this. ため息やめてくれる。新規臭いんだけど。This is so Taki-chan. Never comforting. ね、ため息。Tameki is just, you know, what you just heard earlier. You know, Anon-chan was going like, Tameki. So, iki is breath. But Tameki, ね、Tameki, ため息ね、ためる息だから、ため息。ね、sigh。そう、ため息やめてくれる。ね、ため息やめてくれる。ため息をね、やめてくれる Like, can you stop that? ね、and she goes 新規臭いんだけどね、新規臭い新規臭いんだけどIn this case it's more like she's more she finds that irritating or annoying, huh? 新規臭いんだけどね、新規臭いね、新規臭いんだけどね、だからね、やめてって。
だってしょうがないじゃん。
そう、アノンちゃん。だってしょうがないじゃん。だってしょうがない。ね、だってね、right after だって、you know, in this case, of course, you know, she says why. You know, she talks why, and what she tells why she does that. So しょうがないじゃん。ね、しょうがないじゃん。ね、だって、in this case, ね、because, well, but is also fine too. ね、works. All of them actually work in this case. しょうがないじゃん。しょうがない。ね。Careful, this yo is a little one. Not しよう but it's しょう。ね。しょうがない。Like, just can't I help it? You know? しょうがないじゃん。Like, you know? I can't I help it? You know? じゃん with more like emphasis. Okay?
さやさんと連絡全然つかないし、ラーナちゃんまで来なくなっちゃって。
So, Anon-chan just explained why, you know, they are kind of feeling sad and upset. And so, ソヨさんとソヨさんと連絡全然つかないし、ラーナちゃんまで来なくなっちゃって。ね、ソヨさんとね、with ソヨちゃん、remember like ソヨちゃんyou know, was talking to Mutsumi-chan and Saki-chan in the park and trying to convince Saki-chan and Mutsumi-chan to join, you know, the band and just reunite CRYCHIC again. But Saki-chan kind of snapped. Like, what are you talking about? So Soyo-chan got really, you know, shocked and like, oh, well, whatever. You know, what's the point anymore? And she just kind of like, you know, oh, that's it for me. I don't care anymore. And that's where it ended. So, of course, you know, Soyo-chan stopped contacting, you know, these girls, you know, the band, and just kind of went missing, just like Saki-chan. そうね、ソヨさんと連絡全然つかないし、ね、連絡がつかない。ね、連絡、of course、連絡、ね、連絡、ね、contact、ね、連絡すると contact somebody、連絡がつく。ね、since it has 連絡、it's kind of easy, you know. 連絡がつく。ね、means like they can get in touch, you know, they can keep in touch, but 連絡つかない。全然連絡、ね、連絡がつかない。全然 plus ない、negative, so ね、we can't, you know, get hold of her at all. And she's missing. She's totally, you know, out of touch. Aw, it's so sad. She's ghosting, basically. ね、全然連絡つかないし。And Soyo's basically, yeah, ghosting everyone else. And, you know, especially, you know, Anon-chan, you know, wanted to kind of check on her, you know, check on Soyo-chan. Just to see, hey, what's going on? But you know, Soyo-chan doesn't really respond. ラーナちゃんまでね、ラーナちゃんまで来なくなっちゃってね、ラーナちゃんまでね、Noun まで。So not only you know, Soyo-chan, Soyo-san in this case, but you know, also including Raana-chan. Raana-chan, you know, stopped showing up. Like, she was unpredictable anyway, but just she kind of stopped completely. ね、Raana-chan まで来なくなっちゃって、ね、even Raana-chan stopped coming. So なっちゃった、but なっちゃって、and she wanted to kind of, you know, continue, but she, you know, doesn't know what to say. なっちゃって、and, but なっちゃった、なっちゃって、and, you know, so I don't know what to do. なっちゃって、
ソヨに会いに月の森まで行ったんじゃないの？
So, Taenyan is always kind of calm, cool, and collected. Taki-chan says, ね、ソヨに会いに月の森まで行ったんじゃないの？ね、ソヨに会いに月の森まで行ったんじゃないの？よいしょ。よいしょよいしょ。Feels like I'm in a cafe. People talking. Let's see. I'm just saying hello to a little bit more in the chat. Shifuru ね。はい、こんにちは。You made it. I mean, it's a weekday, so I don't expect anybody to show up. Just, you know, those who missed or who are missing right now can watch the you know, archive, you know, VOD later. I don't expect anybody to show up. And you know, I just streamed like a few days ago anyway, so ね、最近やったばっかだし。はい。ね、and who was here? Let me see. I can't read it. Grand DM, you're here. ありがとね。Just saying hello to the chat. Let me see. Let me go back. Okay. Because I have a lot to go through. そう、ソヨに会いに。ソヨに会いに月の森まで行ったんじゃないの？ So let's see. This is like a combination of you know, two, you know, the two here. So let's see. So this one has 会いに and 行く past tense 行った isn't it? So so this one, you know, if you kind of break it down, you'll see マスステムに行く is right here, isn't it? So マスステムに行くね、as in like ね、ラーメンを食べに行く、ね、ラーメンを食べに行く。So you go out to do something, you go out to do something, ね、マスステムに行く。So let's see, 会う、会い、ね、会います、isn't it? So 会います、マスステム、会いに to do this, and 行く、行った past tense, ね、went, ね、went where? 月の森まで。Okay, so this one has something まで。But be careful, this made is different from what we just had. This is not, it's not the same. This one, you know, ラーナちゃんまで来なくなっちゃった。Again, you know, for something like this, you have to, kind of read and understand which one it is. Made could mean different things. So, but in this case, it's pretty obvious, isn't it? This is like Tsukinomori, which is the name of the school. Tsukinomori. This is Soyo-chan's, Soyo-chan and Mutsumi-chan's school. 月の森まで行った。ソヨに会いに月の森に行った is also fine too. If you want to use destination に is also fine too. But since like this one's taking like 会いに this is not destination に but it's just part of the phrase. マスステムに行く。It just sounds better to use a different sounding word, different particle. So 月の森までね、to 月の森、ソヨに会いに、to do that、月の森まで、to 月の森 name of the school まで行った、行ったんじゃないの you did that, right? You went to 月の森 to see Soyo, right? Oh, she did that? And she's like the first one to do that. And of course, Tomori will be like following Anon-chan. Anon-chan, 待って。But Taki-chan is like, who cares? Let's see. So, たんじゃないの? So this was like multi-layered. Okay, そういう風に会いに。So somebody に会う。Oh yeah, sure. Because this one has somebody ni au and a ni, and if you have ni, that's gonna sound odd. Okay, it's just the rhythm. Sometimes we have to think about how it sounds together as well. It's not just the grammatical, meaning or meanings. But if you're trying to soyo ni ai ni tsuki no mori ni ittan janai no, okay, it's not gonna sound very pretty, even though that actually makes sense. But since it has somebody ni au, to meet somebody, ni, and having another ni, even though they mean, different things, it doesn't sound very good to be used together. So, and that's why the writer switched to made. Okay, どこどこまで。So place まで。ソヨに会いに、ソヨに会いに月の森まで行ったんじゃないの? Of course, Taki-chan didn't go, but she did. That's a good friend to have, always cares for you and cares for her friends and will do anything.
言ったけど会えなくて。
So, Anon-chan, looking sad. Of course, surgeons, hiding from her. So, 言ったけど会えなくて。言ったけど、of course 月の森まで行ったけどね、I went to 月の森 but 会えなくてね、会えるね、会える potential but 会える会えない can't see 会えない会えなくて and she wanted to kind of say something but she kind of stopped. Okay, so I couldn't see her and we don't know yet. Let's see.
風邪で学校休んでるって言われたけど。
So Tomori went to. It's like Kaito kitten. The big kitten crying in the background. You might hear him. So Tomori. I want to see Tomori happy, But Tomori is looking sad right now. So, 風邪で学校休んでるって言われたけど、風邪で学校休んでるって言われた。風邪。Since it's kind of getting cold now, some of you might have 風邪。風邪。a cold. Having like a cough, runny nose, cold. 風邪をひく if you want to use that as a phrase, 風邪をひく it is to catch a cold. And if you say 風邪をひいている, it means like you have a cold right now. Okay? So 風邪をひく so here right now 風邪で、ね、due to this so this there is something で、ね、due to this、or because of this talks about why so something で so 風邪で、ね、風邪で、ね、学校休んでるって言われたけど、ね、風邪で学校休んでる、ね、学校を休んでる、ね、she's off school and due to this because of a cold well I guess that's not true って言われたねそう言う書いたかな書かなくてわかるねso easy so 言う to say 言われるね to be told passive 言われる言われたね we were told that blah 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 okay so we were told that she's off school because she has a cold but
風邪じゃないと思う
it's pretty obvious isn't it so Tomori says 風邪じゃないと思うね風邪じゃない I don't think it is a cold
どうしよう
the dynamics between these two so Anon's concerned right more concerned but look at Taki-chan like Taki-chan's like so whatever kind of attitude right but Anon-chan seriously cares about Soyo-chan so Anon-chan says どうしよう like, what shall I do? I don't know what to do. What shall I do? どうしよう
ほっとけばいいんだよ
yeah, of course she says this ねほっとけばいいんだよyeah, love it ねほっとくねほっとくね放っておくね leave them alone ね leave something alone so 放っておくねほっとく放っておくso leaving something alone in this case of course leaving Soyo-chan alone instead of chasing her and like hey what's going on so ほっとけばいいえばいいほっとくねほっとくほっとけほっとけばいい in this case more like oh you should just do that so ほっとけばいいyou should just leave them alone or in this case leave Soyo-chan alone let's put it as leave I just put her just leave her alone leave Soyo-chan alone she doesn't really care I mean like sometimes it's good to leave them alone as well like you don't want to keep begging or chasing or nagging or sometimes it's actually a pretty good thing to leave people alone they will kind of think about it through think things through and then they might just come back so it doesn't mean she's always cold sometimes she's very practicalほっとけばいいんだよ But the way she says it though is so mean if you want to make her sound more gentle then ほっとけばいいんじゃない will be a little bit more gentler and more like friendly but and she says いいんだよ like this which is it's a bit kind of cold sounding way to say such a thing
またそれ少しくらい心配しなよ
yeah so Anon-chan's picking up on that and like feels that's wrong like shouldn't be like that so またそれまたそれねまた again それ talking about Taki-chan's attitude またそれ it's like you're like that again what is she referring to? Like Taki-chan just said, just leave her alone. Like, it's okay.少しくらい心配しなよ。Indeed. Yeah. ね、少しくらい。ね、ね、少し。ね、少し、of course. 少しくらい。ね、くらい like on its own means like, degree or like amount. But in this case, of course, this 少しくらい, has like a nuance. Okay. くらい. Sometimes, it talks about, just at least, 少し. At least a little, and sometimes, if it's used as something as easy as, listing some examples, for example, 掃除くらいしてよ。ね、掃除くらいしてよ。ね、掃除 like cleaning. It's like something that anyone can do, right? So 掃除くらいしてよ。Just why don't you just do, such a simple thing as cleaning? So that kind of くらい or ぐらい。Because, look at her. She's concerned and like she feels that Ricky, Taki-chan should be at least a little bit concerned about, Soyo-chan, right? So, ね、少しくらい心配しなよ。そう心配しますステム。心配しなよ。心配しなよ。It's a very casual version of, something なさい。ね、心配しなさい。なさい。Imperative, but formal imperative is なさい, right? Do that. But then it's now turned into more casual as well here. So 少しくらい心配しなよ。In this case, of course, she's like kind of frustrated that, Taki-chan or Ricky, she says, Ricky doesn't really care, like, doesn't show any kind of sympathy or empathy. No, not even a tiny trace of empathy is shown, So she's like, hey, why don't you just like show some, care, show some empathy towards Soyo-chan. What's wrong with you? 少しくらい心配しなよ。しなさいよ。しなよ。ね。What's wrong? ね、you should worry about. ね。About them, or in this case, about her. And now they're talking about Soyo-chan, so her. Even just a little bit, why don't you just do that? Taki-chan doesn't care.
リリコさんならラーナちゃんと連絡つけられるかも。
So, Anon-chan suggesting something here. リリコさんなら。ね、リリコさん。I don't know if I remember Ririko-san. Ririko-san is the manager of the ring. Okay, ring. The cafeteria and the venue and this whole building. So Ririko-san. She's the one who was helping Raana-chan, to use her phone. So, リリコさんならラーナちゃんと連絡つけられるかも。そう、リリコさんなら、conditional, but if you use conditional, it has to have some kind of context before. So I'll call this contextual, conditional. In this case, ね、リリコさんなら、so if it's リリコさん、but in terms of the usage, it's not just that she's suggesting something. Okay, so if it's Ririko-san, and but maybe not somebody else. リリコさんなら、so if it's her, ラーナちゃんと連絡つけられるかも。Why does she think that way? Because Ririko-san, of course, owns or manages this, place, and Rana-chan, often visits Ring, this venue, and then just rock out, her guitar, and performs like, on stage here, and she just comes and goes. So, Anon-chan thought, oh, maybe Ririko-san, might know, how to contact Rana-chan. So, ね、Rana-chan と連絡つけられるかも。ね、somebody と連絡をつける。Of course, again, another 連絡 used here. ね、連絡をつける。ね、連絡つける。Here, she's dropping also. ね、誰々と連絡をつける。ね、to, of course, to get in touch with somebody. つける、つけられる。ね、つける、つけられる。potential. She might be able to, come also, might. She might be able to, get in touch. Ririko-san might be able to get in touch with Rana-chan. And of course, the nuance of Nara is more like she's like, oh, she has an idea. And like, okay, what about her? That's the implication here. Okay. So.
ちょっと行ってくる。
Aww. So, yeah, she's so responsible. ね、ちょっと行ってくる。ね、てくる。Yeah, of course. This てくる。It's go somewhere and come back. Yeah, so I'll go. Yeah, I'll go for a bit and then, of course, I'll be back. てくる。行ってくる。This てくる is different from 例えば寒くなってくる。That's like a gradual progression, so it's a different one. This one just simply, literally means 行って、また帰ってくる。Go somewhere and then come back. Of course, what is she gonna do? She wants to find Ririko-san and see if Ririko-san, the manager, knows how to get in touch with Rana-chan. Good luck.
ほんと想像しいやつ。
Taki-chan's not really up for it. And it says, ほんと想像しいやつ。想像しいね。想像しいね。うるさいね。想像しいね。Yeah, look at her expression. It's perfect, isn't it? 想像しいね。Unpleasantly loud, noisy, of course, like annoying as well. Because, Anon-chan was going like, Taki-chan finds that like a little bit annoying and like, oh God, just be quiet. 想像しい。ほんと想像しいやつ。ね、本当に、本当に、just 本当に、is dropped. 本当に and then ni is also dropped too. So 本当想像しいやつ。Like, she's really loud. Oh. Tomori, did you just hear what Taki-chan said?
Tomori, 大丈夫?
Now Taki-chan is ikemen. In front of Tomori, Taki-chan becomes an ikemen, like a cool guy. ね、Tomori, 大丈夫? Tomori, are you okay? ああ。
ラーナに言われたこと気にしてるなら。
ラーナに言われたこと気にしてるなら。ね、ラーナに言われたこと。I have 言われる here。ね、言われる passive。ラーナに by ラーナちゃん。ラーナに言われたこと。ね、verb noun combo here. So the things or the thing that was told by her. the thing told by Raana-chan, or the thing Raana told you, basically, if you don't use passive. But literally, this is what it means. Raana に言われたこと。I don't know if you remember, but Raana-chan was saying, つまんねえ女、つまんねえ女, like boring, boring girl, to Tomori, and that's not nice. And Tomori's still like kind of feeling down about that. So, Raana に言われたこと、気にしてるなら、something を気にする。to mind, to worry about something. Of course, she keeps thinking about that, like, oh, am I boring? Am I boring? So 気にしているなら、ね、so if you're, worried about, what Raana said to you, or if you are worried about the thing that was told by Raana, I know it's strange to say it in English, but if you're still, thinking about that or worried about that, see.
そよちゃん、もう来ないかも。
So, before Taki-chan finishes saying that, saying the next, part of her sentence, Tomori kind of interrupted by saying, そよちゃん、もう来ないかも。そよちゃん、ね、もう来ないです。もう、plus negative、ね。もう来ないかも。そよちゃん、そよちゃんは、もう、来る、来ない、negative、かも、might。So, そよちゃん、ね、might not come anymore。ね、もう、ない。ね、I won't do something or not、ね、gonna be this anymore。Okay? So, そよちゃん、もう来ないかも。Tomori thinks that Surgeon's gone, not gonna come back, if nothing changes.
春日陰、歌って傷つけたから。
So, Tomori feels guilty. She's always feeling guilty. Come on. ね、春日陰、歌って、傷つけたから。ね、春日陰歌ってね、歌う to sing. That's what she does. 春日陰歌って、of course 春日陰を歌って、of course そよちゃんを傷つけたから。ね、somebody を傷つける、of course ね、to hurt somebody. ね、そよちゃんを傷つけたから。ね、I sang 春日陰 and I hurt そよちゃん。It's not your fault. It's just like Soyo-chan's, I don't know. Soyo-chan's just too complicated. Taki-chan didn't know what was on Tomori's mind. So,
ラーナちゃんも、私がいたら。
So Tomori, again, feeling depressed and feeling guilty. So, says, ラーナちゃんも、私がいたら。She doesn't say a lot, but, of course, ラーナちゃんも, that's easy. Something more, somebody more. In this case, also. Of course, why is she saying more? Because they were just talking about Soyo-chan. Soyo-chan are not coming, to see them anymore. And Raana-chanもね、also Raana-chan, 私がいたら, of course, here you need to kind of feel what's going on. So, Raana-chanもね、also Raana-chan, 私が、ね、そう、私がいる、いたら、たら、conditional. 私がいたら、and she doesn't say it, but of course, いたら、いなくなる。Because she's saying, ラーナちゃんも、saying something will be repeated. Right? So, そよちゃん。で、そよちゃんはいなくなったね。そよちゃんがいなくなった。 And then now Tomori is kind of predicting like, oh, this might just like happen to Raana-chan too. So ね、Raana-ちゃんも、ね、私がいたら、ね、いなくなる、いなくなっちゃう。So, if I just break it down, it'll be, ちょっと待ってね。So, if I'm in the band, 私がいたら、so if I am, if I exist, that's weird to say, but she talks about like, 私がバンドにいたら。ね、so if I'm in the band, ね、with Raana-ちゃん、ね、いたら、she doesn't say this, but いなくなる。ね、she will leave too. I mean, Raana-chan was, finding Tomori interesting and said, ね、面白い女。But since like Tomori was struggling a lot, and and also the band wasn't able to have band practice, Raana-chan was getting bored, and then she was saying like つまんねえ。But Tomori thought Raana-chan said つまんねえ to her.
私、さきちゃんもみんな傷つけて。
No, don't do this again, Tomori. It just always goes back to the same, like, like she just kind of blames herself all the time. Come on, Tomori, be strong. ね、私、さきちゃんもみんな傷つけて。ね、私は、ねさきちゃんも、ね、さきちゃん again さきちゃん also、もうみんな of course talking about ラーナちゃん、そよちゃん so on so forth 傷つけて、ね、傷つける again 傷つける、ね、to hurt these girls, さきちゃん、ラーナちゃん、そよちゃん and みんな says みんな so like everyone from CRYCHIC ね、傷つけて、ね、I hurt them all. And so she's just blaming herself for, what's going on. And of course, with the current band and also, what happened to CRYCHIC too.
バンド、やっちゃいけなかったのかな。
Oh, don't think that way. やっちゃいけない。よいしょ。ね、バンド、of course ね、バンド、ね、やっちゃいけなかったのかな。やっちゃいけなかった。やってはいけなかったのかな。I wonder. ねlet's break it down. So やっちゃいけない。てはいけない。let me see. ちゃいけない。Of course, that changed to なかった later, but let's just go from ちゃいけないor てはいけない。ね、てフォン、てはいけない。ね、can't or mustn't do that. Okay? Or not allowed to do something. And ては sound changed to ちゃ。ね、てはいけない。バンドをやってはいけない。バンドやっちゃいけない。ね、can't. ね、do the band. Can't play. Or of course in this case you can't join the band or I shouldn't be in the band. てはいけない。ない to なかった。and ちゃいけない to いけないなかった。Okay? So てはいけなかった。I shouldn't have done that. And again てはちゃ。Okay, change to ちゃ。So ちゃいけなかった。Okay? So shouldn't have done that. バンド、ね、やっちゃいけなかったのかな I wonder. ね、so she's not sure about something. She should have done this or not. So バンドやっちゃいけなかったのかなね、バンドをやっちゃいけなかったのかな I wonder. I wonder if I shouldn't have played in the band or joined the band or shouldn't have done that. Of course, Tomori's supposed to be, in the band. Come on. She's again blaming herself and feeling guilty for everything. No. Don't do that. ね、バンドやっちゃいけなかったのかな。Of course, Taki-chan will just stop that, you know, the negative like spiral.
そんなわけない。
Aww, see this イケメン。イケメン。Taki-chan's always イケメン。and says, そんなわけない。ね、そんなわけない。Of course, そんなわけがない。ね、そんなわけない。ね、わけがない。something わけがない。There's no way. That's impossible. そんなわけない。ね、just が is dropped. Like, no way. Like, what are you talking about? You know? Because Taki-chan, you know, wants Tomori, you know, to be in a band because Taki-chan thinks that Tomori is an amazing singer and, you know, her voice, you know, should be heard, you know, by many. So Taki-chan's kind of against, you know, the fact that, you know, Tomori's, oh, maybe I shouldn't have, you know, joined the band. Taki-chan doesn't agree with that. So, そんなわけない。本
当にともりがバンドやっちゃいけないとかないから。
Because it's just because Taki-chan doesn't want to lose her. イケメンTaki-chan。そう、本当にともりがバンドやっちゃいけないとかないからね。ともりがバンドをやっちゃいけない。ちゃいけない。ちゃいけない from てはいけない。ね。ね。mustn't do this. She's not allowed to do that. Or maybe like, yeah, shouldn't do this. ともりがバンドやっちゃいけない。ね。とか、ないから。ね。とか、just, ね。such a thing as, you know, ともり、you know, can't. Or shouldn't play in a band. ない。とかないから。There isn't such a thing. You know? Meaning, she's saying like, no, like, you know, what you're saying is, you know, wrong. And you should play in a band. That's what she wants to say.
でも、またみんなバラバラで。このままじゃ。
So, Anon-chan already left, by the way. Tomori's left behind. でも、またみんなバラバラで、このままじゃバンド。Since Tomori's upset, you know, she doesn't really know how to, you know, complete a sentence. So, でもね、but また again みんな、everyone バラバラでね、バラバラ、ね、バラバラバラバラバラバラね、みんなバラバラで of course みんなバラバラになる。ね、everyone you know get separated. You know, we kind of stop seeing together. ね、バラバラ、みんなバラバラでね、このままじゃね、このまま、as it is、このままじゃ、このままではね、if it doesn't change, if it stays like this, if you know, if we are like this、このままじゃバンド、of course バンドがね、ダメになる、you know, just like she was saying, when CRYCHIC broke up, you know. And she kept saying ダメになる。So I think she wants to say バンド、このままじゃバンドがダメになる。ね。It's not your fault.
わかった。私が何とかする。ともりは心配しなくていいから。
So again, this isイケメンTaki-chan. says, わかった。私が何とかする。ともりは心配しなくていいから。such an イケメン。 So cool. So protective of Tomori. ね、わかった。ね、alright。ね、私が何とかする。ね、何とかする。I'll do something about that. ね、何とかする。I'll do something about that. ね、私が何とかする。ね、ね、subject. But in this case, subject plus ga, the nuance is like, ね、not Anon-chan, not anybody else, but it will be me. Okay? 私が何とかする。I will do something about that. And not anybody else. ともりは心配しなくていいから。Such a cool thing to say to someone you care. ね、ね、なくてもいい。ね、ないform and なくて and you can drop more or you can have it なくてもいい or なくても大丈夫。ね、don't have to do that. So 心配しない、心配しなくていい、心配しなくても is also possible too. Like you don't need to worry. You know, you don't need to worry about that. Don't have to worry about that. I'll do something about it. So don't worry about it, Tomori.
タキちゃ
ん。So Tomori? Yeah, it doesn't really know what else to say, but it just says, Taki-chan. Oh. そう、市民ホール。ね。市民ホール。市民、citizen ね、ホール、like hall。そう、市民ホールね。civic hall, like citizens hall, or could be city hall too, depending on the building. ね。Looks like they're having a concert or something here. Okay, let's see. Oh, just checking the chat quickly. Let me see. Tsukare has been a member for 14 months. It's been a while. Good to see you. 疲れ。ありがとね。先生。In the chat. It's been a while. Good to see you in the chat. ありがとね。はい。次は、じゃあちょっと待ってね。市民ホール。This is not a voice because it's just like you know, not an important character. So ちょっと待ってね。But it has a pretty long line. 吹奏楽部。ごめん、吹奏楽部員。吹奏楽部員 A。吹奏楽の部員の A か。はい、なるほど。吹奏楽ね。like brass band. 吹奏楽部 is the club, and 部員 is the member. So one of the club, members of the 吹奏楽. So, because Soyo-chan belongs to,吹奏楽部, brass band, club. So, 部員 A, they're just talking, and says, はあ、定期公演、緊張する。中等部の頃よりお客さん増えてるらしいよ。ね、定期公演。So what they're going to have is 定期公演。So let's see. 定期 is from 定期的。定期的。Something that's regular. ね。And also if you, if you live in Japan and if you have like a train pass, that's 定期券. If you want to know that, it's 定期券. So you will just renew like monthly. 定期券. But yeah, 定期的. An adjective, something that's like regular. So 定期公演 is the combination of 定期and a 公演. Not 公演 as a park, but 公演 you see is N, like 演奏. Performances ends here, so 公演 is like a show. Or performance. Okay, so 定期公演. 定期公演 is something like this could happen like annually, or it could happen like, okay, every summer, or like, maybe quarterly or something like that as 定期公演, something that's scheduled, on a regular basis, 定期公演. And it seems like that's going to happen here. So 定期公演、ね、緊張する緊張する of course 緊張する、ね、to get nervous, to be nervous、ね、緊張する so they're getting nervous about having this concert or a performance、okay? 中等部の頃よりお客さん増えてるらしいよ、ね、中等部ね、中等部、this is like for like a rich school 中等部、they will normally have高等部、中等部, so on and so forth, and it's part of a big school, and very common in private schools, in Japan. But if it's just like a normal, if it's a normal, public school, then they will not say 中等部, but it's very common in a private school, where they have like separate sections for like junior high school, middle school, 中等部. If it's 高等部, then like high school section. 中等部中等部の頃よりね、頃 like time, ね、so when it was 中等部, like middle school より、お客さん増えてるらしいよ。お客さん of course in this case, talking about guests visiting the show, right? So guests. But customers, if it's like a shop, then お客さん will be customers, but in this case, guests, checking out the concert. お客さんが増える、ね、something が増える something, increases, something, gets bigger and bigger and bigger. So ね、お客さんが増える so guy is dropped. お客さん増えてるらしいよ I heard that, there are more お客さん more guests compared to when? 中等部の頃よりね compared to when it was middle school. So they had a 定期公演 when they were still in the middle school. Okay. 増えてるらしいよ I heard. So that's why they're getting nervous. ちょっと待ってね。something が増える、the antonym opposite of that is 減る something が減る okay? 減る but don't be fooled by the sound of this 減る、減る is actually an exception, and 減る and the te form will be 減って it's an u verb, so be careful, it's not a ru verb. Anyway, so this is 吹奏楽部員 B. it's like B さん also talking. And it's not even voiced. So 部長もすっごくやる気だったもんね。月の森女子学園吹奏楽部らしい演奏を心がけるようにって。Why is it so long? Has a long, well, actually 2 lines, but yeah, well, this one's pretty long. 部長もすっごくやる気だったもんね。部長さん。部の長。Club 長 so it's the leader, captain of the club ね、部長もすっごくね same as すごく but with emphasis すっごくやる気だった、ね、やる気ねやる気、ね、motivation ね、やる気がある since you have やる気 then it means it's, you are motivated. If you say やる気がない then you don't have motivation, meaning you are not motivated. So やる気、すっごくやる気だったもんね。部長さん was very very motivated. だったもんね。Just with the emphasis. And it talks about like how motivated she was. And 部長さん told them to do this. Let's see. 月の森女子学園吹奏楽部らしい演奏を心がけるようにってね、月の森女子学園 This is just the name of the school, so it doesn't really matter. 月の森女子学園吹奏楽部ね、of course 吹奏楽部 of course brass band club that they are in. 月の森女子学園吹奏楽部らしい演奏ね、演奏 performance. But of course, ね、演奏 is performance, but this らしい is a little bit tricky. Okay, so it's not, it doesn't mean, you know, I heard or it seems like it's a different type. Okay, let's see. This one takes something, it's a noun, so noun, らしい. And it's again, this one in this case, I have a noun here, but らしい, noun らしい. What it does is like it shows like typical qualities or behavior, something that you expect from that kind of, you know, title or position, things like that. So that's what this means. So if you say 先生らしい態度ね、態度 means attitude. Okay, so 先生らしい態度. So imagine that, you know, 先生らしい態度. Do you think this sensei will, you know, like be lazy? No, right? If it's sensei, you know, they will be hardworking, you know, preparing notes, just like, you know, well behaved, and something that you expect from a good teacher. 先生らしい. You know, maybe good explanations, very articulate, things like that. Okay, that's what it means. 先生らしい and a 態度 attitude. You know, teacher like attitude, but more like, if I break it down, it means like attitude or qualities, in this case, like that you expect from a teacher. You know, not trying to like pigeonhole anybody, but you know, something らしい. And let's see, 日本人らしい日本人らしい行動ね、日本人らしい行動 So 行動 action, you know, things they do. 日本人らしい行動 Then if I say 日本人らしい行動 I would imagine like, okay, keeping things clean, and let's see, we don't like throw away, you know, trash everywhere. We take them home, or we just bin them, you know, in the right places, you know, in the trash can or rubbish bins. 日本人らしい, you know, something that you expect from 日本人, you know, qualities, or like a typical behavior, you know, 日本人らしい行動ね, so Japanese, you know, like, you know, action. You know, but this doesn't really tell much, but I'm just saying, you know, action or actions that you expect, yeah, from a typical Japanese person. You know, even though like you don't want to say, oh yeah, she's Japanese or he is Japanese, or you know, there shouldn't be any stereotypes, but something that you expect, right? 日本人らしいね、日本人らしい行動。Yeah, like, you know, when they go to like you know, football or a soccer, you know, game, you know, like we pick up trash, you know, rubbish. 日本人らしい. Keep things clean. You know, that's what it means. Okay, so be careful with other, you know, with the other type. Okay, らしい. Something らしい. Noun らしい. So here 月の森女子学園吹奏楽部らしい演奏 performance. So seems like月の森女子学園 so the school this 月の森吹奏楽部 seems like they have they're well known, they have like a good like reputation, they have a pretty high standard, things like that. That's what you can imagine in this case. 吹奏楽部らしい演奏 because the performance that people expect from you guys, you girls, don't disappoint me kind of thing. 演奏を心がけるようにって、心がける、ね、something を心がける to keep something in mind、ね、心がけるようにってね言ってた、ね、she was saying that or she said that、ねshe was telling us that we should keep in mind that like we'll need to like perform like 月の森女子学園吹奏楽部showing the best performance basically. Okay, so don't disappoint the audience ようにって言ってた。
本番2時からだったよね。お昼ご飯今のうちに食べておかないと。
Here she is. So-chan, you can't escape. Okay? So-chan, still, well, she hasn't left the club, so that's good. So Soyo says,
本番2時からだったよね。お昼ご飯今のうちに食べておかないと。
本番 of course, the actual, performance, show time. So 本番 of course 本番は2時から from、ね、本番2時からだったよね。本番は2時から from to だったよね。right、she's just double checking the time and says、お昼ご飯ね、so lunch、今のうちに食べておかないと、ね、置かないといけない。I have to eat 今のうちに so let's see 食べておく、置かないと手置く、ね、doing something in advance or beforehand before this begins, right? 手を置く、食べておく、食べておかないといけない。So let's seeのうちに、今のうちに、ね、something のうちに。And in this case, yeah, I have a noun, so let me just delete that. If it's a noun, noun のうちに、depends on what comes, if it's 暑い、let me see. 暑いうちに、adjective, you can just connect. Simply, if it's an adjective, 元気なうちに, so on and so forth, and you can have a verb as well, so I'll just put うちに。そうね、今のうちに、something のうちに、so while, this is happening. So, and also the nuance is that, before it's too late, before the situation changes, so, ね、今のうちに昼ご飯を食べる。Okay? Just means I'll eat lunch now. Now, before it's too late. Before the show starts. うちに、ね、ラーメンは熱いうちに食べた方がいい。ね、そう、ラーメンは熱いうちに食べた方がいい。ね、た方がいい。We should. Or you should. ね、ラーメンは熱いうちに。ね、well, why am I using うちに? Because, you don't want to eat, ramen, when it's when it's cold, right? So, while it's hot, you should eat ramen while it's hot. But 熱いうちに the nuance is that, before it gets cold, before the situation changes, that's the nuance of something うちに。ね、はい。例えば で安いうちに、例えば車を買うとかそうじゃあ例えばどうしようか、ね、猫が寝ているうちに so while the cats are asleep 寝てるうちに何しようかねギターを弾くとか so on so forth you know implying that you know it's not gonna last for too long the situation will change so let's do it while we have it okay so 今のうちに食べておかないと、she's thinking about you know having lunch before the show here she is oh dear let me see let me just have a sip ちょっと待ってねお茶喉乾いたちょっと待ってはい just a quick chat let me see Christopher, oh no, I know, oh no, I know what's coming next. yeah. Taki-chan's gonna get her. Yes. And Tsukare says, it's good to be here. I usually work Wednesday. Wednesday and Saturday. I see. I see. Well, it's good. It's good to have you. And it says, congratulations on your 250th video. Yeah. Keep streaming, you know. Yes. And Jonas says, I appreciate your streams and videos. Thank you. Oh, you're welcome. Good to see you in the chat. SN says, I literally learned uchini yesterday. Well, It's here too. はい。ね、今のうちに。はい。そよちゃん just bumped into Taki-chan. And そよちゃん doesn't know what to say. And her, you know, 吹奏楽部員 A, another, you know, club member says, どうしたのそよちゃん Like, そよちゃん what's wrong?
ごめんね、忘れ物しちゃったみたいだから先に言っててもらえるかな。
It's a lie. よいしょねそよちゃん、still using her fake voice saying、ごめんね忘れ物しちゃったみたいだから先に言っててもらえるかなね、ごめんね I'm sorry、ね、忘れ物しちゃったみたい、ね、忘れ物忘れ物It's like, you know, you leave something behind. Okay? 忘れ物をするね、例えば鍵とかねlike you leave like your key behind or you forget your wallet. That's 忘れ物. Okay? 忘れ物をする is a verb. And 忘れ物をする忘れ物をしちゃったみたいね Oops! Uh-oh! It seems like I left something You know, I left something behind. So, 先に行っててもらえるかなね、先に、ね、ahead, 先に行く。ね、go ahead. 先に行っててもらえるかな Can you just go ahead?
わざわざお姉さんに聞いたんだ。今日の定期公演のこと。
Oh, her voice changed. So, Soyo-chan says, doesn't look like she's actually that upset. She's like, I don't care anymore. ね、わざわざお姉さんに聞いたんだ。今日の定期公演のこと。お姉さんね。そう、お姉さんに聞いたんだ。Let me just tell you why Soyo-chan saying お姉さん。Talking about Taki-chan's お姉さん。お姉ちゃん。Taki-chan's big sister, whose name is Maki. Maki-san is it's a very successful, you know, brass band, player. She used to like lead the brass band club. No, not this school, but a different school. But she pretty much knows everyone, you know, in the scene. So, since Taki-chan's お姉ちゃんMaki, you know, Maki-san, knows pretty much everyone in 吹奏楽, in the brass band like a community. Taki-chan actually asked, please, 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 I'm telling you, please, I'm begging you, please tell me, where this show would be, where Tsukinomori will be having a show, this time. And she basically, asked and begged お姉ちゃん Taki-chan's お姉ちゃん to, find out where Tsukinomori, her school, will be performing. So this is Taki-chan's detective work, and this worked. So わざわざお姉さんに聞いたんだ。ね、お姉さんに聞いたね。わざわざ。ね、わざわざ plus verb. ね、take the time or effort to do something. We had this in my last Ace or Tony stream too. ね、わざわざ。ね、わざわざお姉さんに聞いたんだ。Well, ね、you bothered, to ask your sister and found out? Huh? 今日の定期公演のこと、今日の today's 定期公演、today's like, concert or performance. Of course, 今日の定期公演のことをわざわざお姉さんに聞いたんだ。That was, originally supposed to be one question. But she just added this later. Okay? But 今日の定期公演のことを聞いたんだ。ね、so you asked your sister about this, huh? She knew. Taki-chan's like, yeah, how can you tell? Like,
Nani?
Nani? Like, then what is it? She doesn't even understand why Taki-chan's here.
バンドどうするの？
straight to the point and says バンドどうするの? Like, what you gonna do about the band?
知らない。もう関係ないから。
What? This one? Oh my gosh. She was just pulling the strings from the beginning. Says 知らない。もう関係ないから。I don't know. もう関係ないから。ね、関係、of course 関係。ね、relation, connection. So 関係、something と関係がある。It has something to do with something. But もう関係ない、関係がないね。I have nothing to do with, of course, with the band anymore. Like, of course, nothing to do with, with you girls. ね。Why? So she just like kind of naturally evaporated. What about Taki-chan and Tomori and everyone else? She promised that she will stay in the band forever and all that. Gosh, look at her. She doesn't even feel guilty.
はあ？関係ないって何？
Oh, of course, that would be my reaction. は関係ないって何? Like, what do you mean by 関係ない? What do you mean by you have nothing to do with us?
ともりに言ったよね。自分も一生バンドやるって。あの誓いは？
Man, Taki-chan, go, 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 go! Taki-chan facing the last boss. ともりに言ったよね。自分も一生バンドやるって。あの誓いは？ね、ともりに言ったよね。You told this to Tomori, or you said this to Tomori, huh? And what she said is here. So 自分も you もね、一生 forever バンドやるってバンドやるってともりに言ったよね。So you will ね、play in the band forever. To Tomori, huh? あの近いはね、近い。うん。誓う、ね、to promise or to vow. Like, oh, I'll do this. I swear that I will do this. 誓い is must stem, so which is the noun. ね、promise or vow. ね、あの誓いは like, what happened to, you know, what you promised? You know?
誓いってあんなの嘘だよ。
What? Oh my. Look at her. Such a liar. そうよちゃん。ね、誓いってあんなの嘘だよ。Oh my gosh. That was a lie. Why?
タキちゃんとともりちゃん、二人をつなぎ止めるための嘘。
Uh-oh. So, タキちゃんとともりちゃん、二人をつなぎ止めるための嘘。嘘。ね、嘘、of course, lie. 嘘をつく is to lie. But 嘘 is a noun. So, ね、つなぐ。ね、つなぐ is to connect something, put something together. つなぐ。and つなぎ止める。ね、つなぎ止める。ね、to tie, to bind. And that's the image, but in this case, like secure or keep something together. つなぎ止める。そうだから、in this case, ための noun. So verb plus ための noun. So ね、noun for doing this. Talking about purpose. So let's see. Since it has ため, of course, it's about, you know, a purpose. 二人をつなぎ止めるための for this 嘘 lie ね so verb ための嘘 needs a noun so a noun to do this noun for doing this so ね二人をつなぎ止めるね keep たきちゃんとともりちゃんたきちゃんとともりちゃん and so she says 二人 but talking about たきちゃんとともりちゃん those two、yeah? 二人をつなぎ止めるための嘘、okay? It was a lie okay? It was a lie to keep both of you たきちゃんとともりちゃん together to hold you together that's why I lied You know, I lied that I'll, you know, stay in the band, perform in the band forever. You know, and then that was a lie.
CRYCHIC のみんながこれ以上バラバラになったら困ると思って。アノンちゃんとラーナちゃんまで入ったのは想定外だったけど。
Oh my. Oh my. I wanna この野郎I wanna say この野郎Anyway She doesn't feel guilty CRYCHIC のみんながこれ以上バラバラになったら困ると思ってアノンちゃんとラーナちゃんまで入ったのは想定外だったけど Such a I can't say it. Like, anyway, so, CRYCHIC のみんなが、so everyone, you know, in CRYCHIC, of course, talking about, of course, Taki ちゃん, you know, of course, Soyo, and Tomori, and Saki ちゃん, and むつみちゃんがこれ以上これ以上ね more than this anymore これ以上バラバラ again バラバラ being separated バラバラバラバラになるバラバラになったら困ると思ってshe would just lie ねバラバラになったら if we get separated if we get split up なったら if that's the case, if that happens 困ると思ってね、困るね to have a problem and find it troublesome ね、or it'll be difficult if that happens, if we get separated again, it's fine, you know, it's very hard to find like Saki-chan and you know Taki-chan like everyone's in different places, so it wanted to kind of put them all together, or like you know some members together, so it's easy to find and it's easy to reunite them. アノンちゃんとラーナちゃんまで入ったのは想定外だったけど What the? Oh gosh, heck. ラーナちゃん like, she doesn't care. Look at like Anon, poor Anon, like Anon-chan was so worried about her and wanted to make sure Soyo-chan's fine, went to Soyo-chan's school with Tomori to check on her. But look at Soyo-chan, Soyo's like, huh, what? I don't care. Anon-chan, what? Who? It's so mean. アノンちゃんとラーナちゃんまで入ったのは想定外だったけど God, how can you say such a thing? アノンちゃんとラーナちゃんまで、ね、even ラーナちゃん so those two、まで入ったのは想定外だった、ね、想定する、ね、想定するlike assume, expect something 想定する想定外 outside that, so something unexpected, something that I didn't expect 想定外だったけど like I didn't expect that, you know, those two would join too. What? So sad.
でもお前アノンとは
now Taki-chan's kind of leaning towards team Anon now. like でもお前アノンとはね、でもお前 but you アノンとはね、アノンとは仲が良かったじゃないね、アノンとは仲が良かった、アノンと仲が良かった、so you and Anon were good friends, huh? But she's not continuing.
使えるから優しくしたけどクライシックにはいらないよね二人とも。
Oh my gosh, this is like when all the MyGo fans started to hate Soyo-chan. Why can't you say such a thing? 使えるから優しくしたけどクライシックにはいらないよね二人とも such a psycho. But yeah, so 使えるから of course talking about アノンちゃんね、アノンちゃんは使えるから優しくしたけど so mean to say ね、because you know I can use her, so 優しくしたけど優しい、it's an 優しい、adjective and 優しく an adverb, so 優しくする優しくしたけど I was kind to her, because I can you know basically take advantage of her, so けど but クライシックにはいらないよね What? She's still talking about クライシッククライシックにはいらないよね。ね、so, you know, for CRYCHIC, they are not needed. Oh my gosh, so mean. ね、いる。To need, of course, something がいる normally, and then something がいる、いらない don't need, or something is not necessary. クライシックにはそう to CRYCHIC or for CRYCHIC、二人とも both of them いらないよね We don't need them, right? Oh my gosh.
お前マジで言ってんの
？Go, Taki-chan, go. Just hit her. No, not hitting. No, I don't support violence. But like, yeah, I know you guys are angry too. Why can't she say such a thing? She, お前マジで言ってんの？ ね、マジ。ね、マジ。マジでね、seriously. Like, are you saying that seriously? Like,
ここまでバンド続けるために必死になって、それ全部嘘だったってこと。
oh my gosh. Why? Yeah, Taki-chan was the right person like to be here, you know, just like confronting Soyo-chan. You look at Soyo-chan, it's like, yeah, it's not my fault. I didn't do anything wrong. You know, Taki-chan's like, what the heck are you talking about? Yeah, Taki-chan is the right person to be here. You know, please snap. そうよ。ここまでバンド続けるために必死になって、それ全部嘘だったってことね、そう、ここまでね、until now、バンド続けるために、バンドを続けるために、ね、something を続ける、of course, to continue。バンド続けるために、バンドを続けるために for doing this ね、ね、here ね、again it's using ため anyway, so it's about, you know, purpose. So バンドを続けるために、ね、for doing this, so ね、to continue the band、ね、in order to continue the band バンド続けるために必死になって、ね、必死になる、ね、必死、ね、desperate、ね、必死に just the adverb、okay? 必死になる、describes like putting a lot of effort, like trying something really hard、ね、必死に、ね、必死になって become 必死、それ全部嘘だったってこと、ね、それ、Remember, you know, Soyo-chan was like, you know, she'll do anything, you know, she'll show up in the band practice. She was like trying to be nice to everyone and continue the band. ね、バンド続けるために必死になって、you put so much effort. それ、that, 全部、all of it. ね、嘘だったってこと？ってこと？ね、you mean 嘘。ね、全部嘘だったってこと？ You mean ね、it was all a lie? You just lied to us? You know? And she doesn't even feel bad about that. Like, so? That face.
ともりがバンド続けるために悩んで苦しんで。
So Taki-chan, she's trying to kind of express herself, but she can't really, you know, express herself very well. So like, ともりがバンド続けるために悩んで苦しんで。So talking about Tomori's effort. You know, how Tomori, you know, suffered and struggled. So Tomori が、バンド続けるために again, so バンドを続けるために to continue the band、悩んで苦しんで、悩む。To worry or to, in this case it's more like to struggle, but mentally like what shall I do? Soyo-chan's not coming. But like Raana-chan hates me. Like no, like, you know, like this and that. I don't know what to do. 悩む. Okay, it could mean like to, you know, to have trouble deciding which one. But in this case it's more like, you know, struggling mentally. Like, what shall I do? You know, 悩む。バンド続けるために悩んで苦しんで、ね、苦しむ、ね、苦しむ to suffer. Okay? So talking about Tomori, you know, having a hard time, you know, to continue, you know, playing the band, you know, going through so much suffering, you know, she's been struggling, like, and of course what she wants to say is like, why can't you say such a thing? You know, why can't you say you know, Soyo has nothing to do with the band. You know, you just lied to us.
それ全部知っててずっと裏切ってたのかよ。
Go, Taki-chan, explode. So, see, now Taki-chan is like more emotional. Earlier, she was like, I don't care. Leave them alone, you know? But now, like, she's like really, really upset. And, because, yeah, it's terrible, you know? So-chan said terrible things. And, like, yeah, Taki-chan's now feeling, you know, angry and emotional. And, like, she's just, like, exploding right now. So this is Taki-chan having a mental breakdown. She's about to. それ全部知っててずっと裏切ってたのかよ。ね、それ of course referring to Tomori trying really hard, you know, struggling mentally, you know, like trying to kind of go through difficult times. And それ全部知ってて、ね、well, you knew all that. And ずっと裏切ってたのかよ。ね、裏切る。ね、to ね、betray. And you've betrayed her, you know. You've been betraying her, ね、the whole time. ね、裏切ってたのかよ。It's more like, you know, well, as you can see, she's like snapping and being angry. 裏切ってたの will be a little bit too gentle, so she wants to sound like a little bit more, you know, angry. 裏切ってたのかよ. Like, you betrayed her like that? You knew this? And like, what are you talking about? So that adds that kind of nuance. Okay. And
そうだよ。
oh my. It doesn't even say sorry or anything. Like, そうだよ. Like, yeah, that's right.
最悪。
Yeah, Taki-chan can't take it anymore. ね。最悪。Okay, ね。Of course, 最悪、最も悪い。だから、terrible, the worst. You are the worst.
でも、タキちゃんも人のこと言えないよね。
Oh dear. Soyo's real voice. でも、タキちゃんも人のこと言えないよね。Oh, Soyo-chan knows what to say to Taki-chan. そうね、でも、タキちゃんも、ね、タキちゃんね、You too. ね、タキちゃん also 人のこと言えないよね。人のこと。Of course, 人のことばでもう like 私のこと。you know? 人のこと言えないよね。言う、言える、言えない。ね、you can't say. ね。You can't say much about, you know, of course, it says 人のこと、but, you know, say something about more like me, you know? More like you can't really blame me, right?
タキちゃんはともりちゃんがいればいいんでしょ。
Oh, she said that. Oh. So, Soyo-chan. And especially, she's really, really upset. Because she has nobody, you know? She does nobody to kind of, you know, lean on. Nobody to trust. You know, nobody to spend time together. She just has like some fake friendships. So especially, that's why, you know, so it looks really upset here. Taki-chan はともりちゃんがいればいいんでしょShe said it. ね。ともりちゃんがいればいい。So here, using like ba-i, but the nuance is a bit different, so I had to kind of make a new entry. ね。Something があれば、somebody がいれば、and いい。So in this case, ともりちゃんがいればいい。So somebody がいれば、and いい。ね。As long as you have, you know, in this case, ともりちゃん、ね。And you're fine. You know, everything is fine. ね。So ともりちゃんがいればいいんでしょAs long as, you know, as long as you know, you have ともりちゃん, you know, it's all good for you, huh? So like, it's true. It's true. Yeah, Taki-chan can't say anything against this statement because it's true. Yeah, because Taki-chan was just like happy. Taki-chan actually didn't really care what was gonna happen as long as Tomori was in the band, and then Taki-chan just only wanted to play with Tomori and didn't care too much about what was going on. That's why she's actually true too. Aww. Oh, broken. Yeah, now Taki-chan can't say anything because it was true. Taki-chan's also guilty too, because earlier she was like, oh, just leave them alone. She was just fine to be with Tomori, and then as long as she was in the band with Tomori, Taki-chan didn't really mind, so that's why she was being mean to Soyo-chan and also Anon-chan as well. Only cared about Tomori. So what Soyo-chan just told her was true. So she's now like, oh, I don't know what to say. Oh dear, now they're falling apart. Welcome to MyGo. Anyway, so oh my gosh, I need a sip. ちょっと待って、お茶。おいしい。あ、尻尾見える。尻尾。My tail. tail. 動いて。ちょっと待って。どっちがいい？こっち？ I need to twist more. I can't get the tail out. Oh yeah, here we go. Little bit. ちょっと出た。はい。終わった。ねえ、そよちゃん。ちょっと。They're in trouble again. まただよ、また。また問題かよ。また問題。ねえ、ちょっと大変だね。My gosh. はいはい。よいしょ。Let me just check the chat. ちょっと待って。So it's so cold. I know. Please, Soyo-chan. I know, like what she was saying. I mean, she was very true to herself, though. She was very honest, and she wasn't actually lying. But she was lying, but she wasn't lying at the end. She was just telling the truth. Why she lied, and why she deceived, and she just only wanted to get one thing, which was, to get CRYCHIC, back together, and then nothing else mattered. And so that's why Soyo-chan, is a bit crazy when it comes to, CRYCHIC. And well, CRYCHIC didn't work out, so she's like, forget it. Can they continue? I don't know. We need Anon-chan and maybe Tomori to step up, I guess. Tomori is just like, oh, it's my fault. Yeah, Tomori has to change too, Tomori just can't wait, and then let Taki-chan do the work, or Anon-chan, serving her, anyway. So. Let's see. Shifuru says lots of drama. He's busy. Emotionally draining. Oh, I know. These girls, yeah. They have a band. I mean, if you have a band, I mean, did I fight? I didn't really fight. I didn't have anything. I was in a really peaceful band, and every band I was in, actually, it was peaceful. And I was like also helping my friends, bands too. I never really like had any trouble, because that's like who I am, like I'm flexible. I'm just like, I just go there, join in, have a good time, and that's it. with a I didn't lie or like I didn't deceive anybody I didn't like get depressed or anything anyway so let's see what happens next anyway yes it's full of drama today and also well I wonder what happens next time And Tsukare says Soyo need some hojicha. Yeah, I love hojicha. So good. Hojicha is so tasty. Roasted green tea, hojicha. So nice. I love it. Yeah, it has that kind of like coffee like like aroma to it. Oh, it's so good. Sometimes I make hojicha latte and it's so lovely. 美味しいよ。はい、そうね、今日もね、頑張った。ね。Ooh, I hope you learned something new. I don't know how I managed it. I don't know. I wasn't that tired, I guess. But now I think I will just collapse after this. はい、はい。みんなありがとね。Thank you, everyone. Yeah. Which team are you on now? Like, are you on team Taki? Taki-chan? Team Anon? On team Tomori? Or team Noraneko? I might be on team Noraneko. Stray cat. So try not to interfere with other people. Anyway, right, everyone, thank you. Let me see. Check the chat one more time. Chocobo, お疲れ様ありがとね。お疲れ。Have a good week. ありがとね。Sensei and chat, thank you for the stream. You're welcome. And Aiki, thank you for the stream. You're welcome. Shifuru says お疲れ様。はい、ありがとね。ありがとう。So, it's time for me to go. And lovely talking to you. And one more time, let me, in case you missed it, where did it go? Let me see. Did I miss it? Yeah. Did you see this? It's gonna be all color-coded soon. Okay, it'll be color-coded. See? I'm working on it. I'm just kind of halfway through. Okay, those are levels. So everything will be color coded soon. See? And 1 will be purple, and 2 red, and 3 yellow, 4, 5. Some things were grammar points and words sometimes in between. But in that case, I would just like trust my instinct. But anyway, you gotta learn them if you want to understand. So like, in the end, none of this will matter, as long as you just learn them all. Anyway, yeah, I'm working on it. Okay, so you see it's nice and colorful, but it's not random. Okay, and you still need to work on these. But yeah, those are actually kind of almost complete. Yeah, maybe like 60% complete now. Going through takes ages, but you know me. I have to do it. It's like my OCD. Once I decide to do it, I have to do it. So I don't know if it's good or bad. Anyway, so this will be coming soon. And どこはいよっしょはい、そうね。はい、みんなお疲れ様。ありがとね。じゃあ、またね。See you next time. Hopefully at the weekend, I don't know yet, but maybe I'll just play like a cozy game. Or maybe Mario, I don't know, haven't decided. But じゃあ、週末かな。